Hello, champs! Welcome back to our channel Learn for You. As always, here is your study buddy Anshika, and see how far we have come in the journey of Scratch. We have learned about different blocks and practiced a lot about them, right? Now, let's have a recap so that we can recall what we did in our previous video. So, basically, what we studied about there, we talked about there about different variable blocks and then list blocks. We showed different options of it, right, and how they works. We also talked about something, right? What was that? We created a list. You remember we created a list, and which list was it? We created a grocery shopping list, and how also we can add on different items. Now it's time we are going to play with this list. Now when you create a list, you need to change it, right? Sometimes you add on some things. Now if you have brought those things, you will just delete them or you will just replace them, right? So there are different functions you can perform on a list. Today we are going to talk about all of them. So let's start again here. This was how we created our grocery shopping list, and what we added different fruits which we were going to bring, right? So now let's see another thing. The next thing we are going to talk about is how we can add one or more other item. This also I told you there, right? So now moving ahead, we have a search list, that how you can search on different elements in your list. So how we are going to do this? Let's see the code first. We will just ask that please check if ice cream is on the list. Ice cream? It's summertime. I hope you all will be eating and enjoying your ice creams, right? So this is what we are going to add on our list. Now, if ice cream is not in our list, then please add it to the list, right? So we will just request to add on it to list. Now, if not in the list, then it will be added. So now let's jump there and I'll just show you. We have already created this list here. So this was how we created our list, right? Now it's time to just search and just add on, right? So see how we are going to do. First, when green flag clicked, then we are going to say it. What we are going to say it? We will say that please check. Just a second. We will say please check if ice cream is in the list. Okay, so we were typing please check if ice cream is in the list. Okay, so here we are done, right? Now what we are going to do, in the another say block, we are going to check if ice cream is not on the list, please add it to the list. So we will write here if ice cream is not in the list, please add it. Okay, now we are done with this. Now we will check. So for this we have this not block. If not, what is not? We will just check the list. Okay, so we will check the list contains ice cream. So here as you will scroll down, you will find the option of list contain ice cream, right? So you have to just use that option. So as you can see here, this is available here. So we will use it here, list contain, and what we are talking about? We are talking about ice cream. So let's type here ice cream. Now we will say that if ice cream is not on the list, add ice cream to the list. So let's type it here again, or we can just copy paste it because it is almost the same, right? So Control C, and then here we will just paste it. If ice cream is not in the list, add it. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we will just add ice cream. So here what we have to type? Ice cream. Ice cream. Okay. Now we are done with this, and then we will just join it, because what we are going to do, we will just include our ice cream in our list. So just use this option of join here, this join block, and here we will use our list. So what we are going to type here, we will type the list includes the following. So the list includes the following. So we are almost done here. Yes. So let's try it. We have just done our code and let's play it. So I need to create a list for grocery. Please add an item. Okay. So the item is not available here. So we can just add in. And this is how we can add ice cream to our list. See, this list was not created. Earlier, if you're going to run this as well, so your list will also be created. We can play it again. So now let's talk about different thing. The very next thing we are going to see is how we can replace an item. So let's see here. For this, we will just see that we don't need ice cream anymore or whatever. And then we are going to replace. So for this, we have the option of replace. I'll just go there and show you. As you will scroll down here, you have this option of replace item. So as you will use this, it will replace your item with another item. So this is how we can replace an item. Moving ahead, next is our remove items. So with the help of this, we can also remove items. So like we will use this option of delete. So and provide the number. So delete first of list and delete fourth of list. So this is how we can delete the different items. So basically these are the things we can use to alter our list. They are very easy. You just need to go there and pick up the block and just play with it. So read the list back to me. Now this will help us to just let us know what we have written in our list. So what we are going to do, first we will hide list, then we will hide the variables. Now we will just use the join block. The list consists now of and length of list. Then we will set the number to 0 because from 0 we have to start, and then we will start repeating the length of list. So then we will say, and then we are going to read all the items. So ready to go to the grocery shopping then, and this is how you can just make them. Now how we can list the names. This is also quite very similar. You will just repeat this block. What? That add the names of 5 people and then it will answer we will add, and then the list will be ready. Now there's some other thing like relation between list. If you are creating two lists, then how you can just relate them. And then you have this replace an item by user input. If like user is entering something, it will also help to replace. Now it comes the fun time. This time I'm going to give you a question and you have to solve this, right? So till now, why? Because now we are done with all the blocks and we will start creating our different projects. So for now, you have this problem. What the problem is, let us read here. Create a list of 3 items. You have to create a list of 3 items. Now how these items are going to be added? The user is granted 3 wishes. Means you will ask the user that what do you want to add onto your list, and then the user needs to enter his or her 3 wishes, and these wishes will make up the list. Then you have to show the list in the stage area. So means basically you have to ask, like if you are creating a list, you will ask your mom or dad that what should I write in the list, and this is how you are going to create the list. So try it. You will use different blocks. Which blocks you are going to use? Basically you will use variable list blocks, then some of your events control blocks and looks block. So you will be done with this. Now we'll just meet you in our next video, and now we are almost done with all of the blocks. I showed you some of the projects in the starting, right? Like maze game we show, and then long jump game. So these are all the projects now we are going to create since we are done with all the blocks. So till then, stay connected and keep learning. We are going to catch you very soon in our next video. Thank you. Bye.